and that might well have had a bearing on their team selection for the game.
Manchester United take a cautious look at this last Saturday before the cup final. Mark Hughes dropped out of their side with a slight injury at lunchtime today. They're also missing the skipper Brian Robson, who's got a slight hamstring trouble, as has defender Kevin Moran. Robson and Hughes are certain to play in the final next week, says manager Ron Atkinson. Moran may have to prove his fitness at Watford on Monday. Paul McGrath and Graham Hogg are the centre-backs today. Mike Duxbury's in the midfield and Alan Brazil's up front. Meanwhile, Queen's Park Rangers are without Mike Fillery, who's suspended. It means another chance for 19-year-old Martin Allen, the fourth league game he's had for a young man with quite a footballing pedigree. Martin, in fact, is a cousin of Tottenham's Clive Allen and West Ham's Paul, and his father, Dennis, was a player with Charlton and Reading. Our referee today is Ken Baker of rugby. So Queen's Park Rangers in the blue and white hoops get us underway, attacking the goal to our left. Manchester United in red shirts and black shorts. I think United relishing this game here today, even though it's just 1 week from the cup final. They've not lost in London this season, and in 9 games against London sides in the league, they have not been beaten. They won at Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, and had a draw at West Ham, but they're in a bit of trouble here as Bannister breaks through, and Bailey nicely behind it. A good break by the man who's got 27 goals this season, but not quite the finish to make it 28. The gentleman in the back row with the hat on, Sir Stanley Rouse, who's just celebrated a glorious 90th birthday with a splendid dinner put on by the FA in London. The president of Queen's Park Rangers. Gregory. Dawes. Trying to release Robbie James, who's got Bannister waiting in the middle. Bale is there. Olsen just nicking it on for Whiteside. A nice touch there by Norman Whiteside for Jesper Olsen. Played it now for Brazil. On for Olsen. Strachan has gone streaking into the box as well. It's a deep one towards Frank Stapleton, turned back into the side netting, but a genuine move there of quality from Manchester United, from one end of the field to the other. And Whiteside's part in it was excellent, so too was Jesper Olsen's. Brazil playing it back again to Olsen, and the deep cross into the side netting from Frank Stapleton. Augustin. Stapleton. Olsen. This time he's got Augustin outside him. And Fenwick gets it away. Whiteside. Jesper Olsen. And Stapleton's header! Just wide. They're making so many good, positive moves down this left-hand side at the moment, Manchester United. That glancing header from Stapleton just wide. Robbie James. This is a good run. Picking out Chivers. And a shot by Robinson, wide of the mark, but quickly taken. And a goal kick. Not a bad effort. Gregory. Oh, McGrath left it for a moment and Bannister is in. And is stopped by Bailey. Question mark against the centre of the United defence just for a moment. And while they hesitated, Bannister really pounced. Well saved by Gary Bailey, though. James. Dawes. said the referee. So McGrath pushes this excellent ball for Strachan, who's got Brazil, and Jesper Olsen waiting in the middle. Brazil! Well, it's not been the happiest season for Alan Brazil. He's never really found a regular first-team place in the United attack, but he was perfectly positioned after some excellent work by Strachan, and United into the lead. So United into the lead. Rangers felt there had been an infringement earlier on involving Mike Duxbury on Robbie James, but the referee allowed the game to go on, and it was a magnificent run by Gordon Strachan. He's had a splendid game and really enjoys this surface. It really suits his good close skills, but his aggressive running and his final ball were absolutely perfect. Wicks. Oh, will Robinson get in behind them? No, Bailey's there. Dawes. Running Gregory. And that's one that'll get Robinson on his way, with Bannister waiting in the middle, and Allen has come up quick. Robbie James also, and here's Ian Dawes. He might hit it first time. And the half-time whistle goes. An untidy climax so far as Queen's Park Rangers are concerned with that shot by Ian Dawes, and just before it, the goal by Alan Brazil that gives Manchester United a 1-0 half-time lead. Queen's Park Rangers 0, Manchester United 1. Well, at half-time, you can be sure there was some discussion in the Rangers dressing room about, was there a foul there by Duxbury on Robbie James? The referee who saw waving play on. McGrath then released Strachan for this brilliant run here, and a lovely ball played in for Brazil to score. Well, also at half-time, they decided to make a substitution. Queen's Park Rangers, Wayne Faraday is on now, and Martin Allen is off. United have got Arnold Muren on as their substitute as well, and Graham Hogg, the defender, has gone off. And Muren straight into the action. I think United are without Brian Robson, Mark Hughes, Kevin Moran. It says something for their overall strength that they can bring on a substitute of the quality and calibre of Arnold Muren. Whiteside, nice control there, really killed that ball. Finding Olsen. Oh, what a ball there for Strachan. That's number 2, the flag stayed down, and Rangers are protesting vehemently there, both to referee and linesman, but the flag stayed down, a cheeky Scottish smile on the face of Gordon Strachan, and United go 2 into the lead. Well, there was a moment of controversy about the first goal. That looked to be okay to me. I have to say, it looked as though Strachan's run was well timed, and look at that. A bit of cheekiness at the end, and a second goal that will stand in spite of all the protests, which finish up, in fact, with Terry Fenwick's name going into the referee's book. It was an inch or so in it, and not much more, and linesmen have to make those sort of decisions. And in fairness, from the replay that we saw, it looked to me as though his decision was the right one, and the referee making sure there that justice is seen to be done, and maybe wants a word with another player. Steve Wicks, or is it Terry Fenwick maybe? Well, he's just booked Terry Fenwick. Not Steve Wicks. He ordered him off. That's something we need to find out about. The protests obviously were too strong, and Steve Wicks has been sent off the field after that consultation between the referee and the linesman. And so Rangers not only 2 goals down now, but down to 10 men. It may have been something that he said to the linesman. Certainly the linesman was deep in consultation there with the referee after it. The upshot of it is that Wicks has gone off. Now Faraday. And a real task now for Rangers to pull back 2 goals. And with 1 man off the field. So in their emergency, Rangers now put Robbie James to the centre of their defence. He's played there for Wales against Norway, so he's no stranger to it. That came off the referee. Olsen was floored. But Rangers are away. Matt Robinson's pass was intercepted, and a chance, and that time Robinson hitting the post, and nothing at all going Rangers' way at the moment. The corner is all they've got. In fact, it was an excellent save by Bailey, flinging himself at Robinson's challenge, and a United player for the moment is injured, and Jim McGregor is on. It's John Gidman. Well, it's been a wildly exciting and dramatic start to the second half, that's for sure. Gidman in a lot of pain there, and maybe the suggestion is that something's been thrown from the crowd, and you can see people, yes, picking things up off the turf there and holding their heads, and stewards trying to quieten the crowd down. Well, things are still being thrown, and the referee has got a bit of a problem here, because his first responsibility has to be the safety of the players. Well, Gidman is on his feet again. And the linesman having a word with the referee. And everything's a little bit out of control at the moment. The corner had been taken before the referee was ready. Duxbury away. Robbie James, straight at Bailey. There's John Gidman. I can't see that he looks as though he's got some oil across the top of his forehead where he may have been cut, as United go seeking their 3rd goal. Certainly the suggestion is, and our feeling is, that he may well have been hit by a coin, and there's a coin still on the pitch, in fact. Muren, foul by him, another free kick to Q.P.R. Muren, Fennick, Waddock, played on again, Bannister getting this time. Bannister has scored, and Rangers are back in it at 2-1. His 28th goal of the season. What a season it's been for Gary Bannister. And he held off his man well there before planting it past Gary Bailey. A game that started slowly really boiled up into something now. Rangers down to 10 men, pull themselves back into it thanks to Gary Bannister. United leading 2-1. scores. Duxbury hitting it straight for Robinson. And Bannister just over. Well, good stuff this by Rangers, and the crowd here at Loftus Road of 20,483 are thrilled by this second half. Orbiston. Leon, said the referee. So Brazil goes on and Chivers tries to recover. And now Olsen, good save by Hucker. Can Brazil get the rebound? No, Dawes gets that one away. Olsen, Whiteside, Stapleton, in for Strachan, United looking busy, and Strachan's little chip going beyond the far post. And Brazil making tracks, but Hucker doing well from Olsen. We're now playing time added on, and there should be a little bit of that because of the problems that we had at one end of the ground after Q.P.R had gone 2 up when coins were thrown and one of them appeared to hit John Goodman. Well, now Bannister. Oh, just wide. So close to a really dramatic equaliser there from Gary Bannister, giving Orbiston a really hard time, beyond the reach of Bailey and just wide. That's how close they were to the equaliser then. One more charge by Q.P.R Rangers, and Faraday was almost in there. McGrath just getting it away in time. Strachan again. Oh, and he might go all the way now. He's looked up and seen Olsen, and he's seen Brazil. That's another one for United. And that at last has made it safe for them. The second for Brazil. As in the first case, laid on superbly by Gordon Strachan. Cut it back for Brazil. And then he had all the time in the world. 3-1. The 3 fans came onto the field for a moment, and now we're away again as the referee looks at his watch. Whiteside, Olsen, Duxbury, Goodman away. Brazil again, but reach Hucker as the full-time whistle goes, and the referee in fact leading the charge off the field. Whether he's suspecting that something will happen from the crowd or not, well, in that case he's disappointed as they go sprinting off the field. And some police on horses come on. The crowd have stayed firmly in their place, and Manchester United stay firmly in second place in the first division with a 3-1 victory here. 2 goals by Brazil, 1 by Strachan, and Rangers replying with 1 by Gary Bannister.
So they had a minor outburst of crowd disorder at Loftus Road as well. The coins thrown at the United players caused a half-inch nick on the forehead of John Goodman. And these scenes came immediately after the Rangers defender Steve Wicks had been sent off. It's been confirmed that it was for abusive language to a linesman. In fact, Wicks himself admitted that in the heat of the moment he called him a cheat. And like all the Rangers players, Steve Wicks thought that second United goal was offside. But I think as we look at it again, you'll see that it is in fact an excellent decision by the linesman as Olsen plays this ball through. Look at Strachan making his run from deep, and as he actually plays the ball there, they are being played onside. A very fine decision. But that's what linesmen have to give. And as I said at the time, and I thought at the time, that it was the right decision. Certainly, the little Scot was delighted to go on. And that's the easy part. So victory then for Manchester United, but certainly a bad day for their young defender Graham Hogg. Graham didn't come out for the second half because of a recurrence of pelvic trouble. I'm afraid it's almost certain now that he'll be out of the cup final. Incidentally, don't forget live coverage next Wednesday evening as Everton go searching for the European Cup Winners' Cup against Rapid Vienna in the final in Rotterdam, and that starts at 7:05. And next Saturday, of course, the cup final, Manchester United against Everton on ITV. We open up at Wembley at midday. Well, that's it then, on a day when the thoughts of all of us in football and outside, of course, are with those who have suffered so badly at Bradford this weekend. Good afternoon.